Hello and welcome to the stream. Um, Today we are back in the Bonanza V-tail. One of my viewers appreciated it, subscribed because of this plane, so I thought I should uh, show my appreciation back and keep flying it. It has been a lot with the C160 lately, so I thought we should also have a different something. We are on Molokai, Hawaii. Uh, One of the points, the eastern part of the island, northeastern part. And it is windy. The weather is real, um, as it's supposed to be, live. However, the time is not. So in the middle of night there, and this is morning for us. But reports said it's gonna be windy like this the whole day, like, you know. So it's not gonna change anyway, so I figured we could do that. The winds are about 18, 19 knots, gusting between 26 and 31. So it is very likely I would crash in this stream, depending on how much that would happen. Will dictate if I change the weather or not, so we can still do the stream and keep flying. But I am gonna try. I tried once. I tried actually twice to land on this airstrip in these conditions, and first time I crashed. But my approach was very shallow, so yeah, I had a downdraft or a microburst or whatever, and just ended up in the trees way ahead of the runway. I mean, before I reached the runway. Okay, so let's get on with this. Um, so this is our flight plan. We are gonna start here, Molokai. It's actually in the middle. I thought we were out here, but we're not. That's another island. I think that is, yeah, that is Maui. Has a airstrip out there, so I mixed those up. Anyway, last time we started there and flew over to Kaului and over to Lanai, and then we ended up landing on Molokai here. So we're gonna revisit this one. Maybe I do a landing, I haven't decided yet, because when you're coming in to land on runway 05, you get like a downdraft just after the trees, and that's pretty common there. Every time I get that. But this time I was kind of slow and I only lost lift of the right wing, so I just tumbled down into the ground and crashed. So I'm gonna try not to do that this time. And hopefully we can continue. I maybe just do a touch and go, we'll see. And then we continue over to Oahu, and gonna consider these airspaces as well, below 4,000 here and below 2,500 here. And then we are going over to the northeastern part of the island and continue up to the northern point and Dillingham. We're gonna land there. Then we are gonna continue over the water to what was this island now again? Kauai. Kauai? Kauai. I think that's how it's pronounced. I have no clue. So same thing here. This E-class airspace is not of importance. We're not going to be that high up, but the other one is 2,500. So below that, we're gonna fly below that, if I understand it correctly. And I'm gonna probably be around 500 feet there anyway, ish. Same on Oahu. So yeah, and then we're gonna end up in Princeville, up on the northern part of the island, hopefully. And like I said, if the weather is too harsh on us with this aircraft, I'm gonna change it. But I'm gonna give it a shot, a fair shot. The problem is I usually can't start from the same spot, so I am automatically just going back to where I started. And I don't know how to move around the aircraft. I saw people can do that, but I don't know how. So we're just gonna go with this. Okie dokie. Yeah. Master on. Alternator on. Yeah, let's start. Clear prop. Hang on, Rich. There we go. Clear prop. Or not. You are really annoying today.
Clear prop.
There we go. Pitot heat. Beacon. Nav. Taxi. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna use my I'm not gonna write up anything today, but we're gonna just fly with it and take the information as it comes. There. I like to fly with a yaw damper on, I don't know. Just feels better. I don't know the procedures around that one. There was something I should do with this one, right? No. I remember there was something. Let's put in 4,000 feet. I think 6,000 is our ceiling today. I'm gonna start by putting in arm. No, it doesn't work. Hang on. Yeah, maybe I need to do it like this. Yeah, that was it. Cool. So for whatever reason, my unit here on my right side is starting with 99,999 feet, and I need to, yeah, it's way faster than trying to, work it downwards. Bendix DME mode. Interesting. One. Okay. Alright, I forgot to change this on the Navigraph plan because this is a Navigraph plan that is exported to Flight Simulator, so we should be having it on our in our system here. And we got plenty of fuel. I actually want to start with the other tank. No! There we go. Stuff there are, a given in reality is not given on the computer, so either I roll up or roll down my scroll wheel on my mouse. Alright, we're gonna have 233, sorry, as our first heading, but I think we're gonna be able to just do nav on this one. I kind of missed it, but we're gonna set the heading 233 anyway. There we go. Yeah, so I think most is set, and we're gonna check the. Yeah, it seems like we got the whole thing in the system. That's great. We're gonna double check on this one as well. Not that I'm using it anymore, and I'm happy to say I don't need it, but yeah, So I put out a few with different names and it didn't take the names, so that is kind of sad because I named them for what maximum altitude I can be on from there. So this one I named to D2 because it's a D class airspace, 2,000 feet, 2,500, sorry. And I did it with the others as well that are my own, that are relevant for that information. But yeah, it is what it is. I kind of know it anyway. Hopefully gonna remember it, or I should use my little something, but we're not gonna do that now. We're gonna start flying in this crazy wind. We're gonna have an ATIS. I don't know if we can have an ATIS. If we can, I have this one, but airports. This one says wind from 40 degrees, 18 knots, gusting 26. And we're gonna see what. If I no, yeah, I don't have a ATIS here, so it's okay. We're gonna announce the takeoff, and we're going to the west. All right.
Papa Hotel Lima Uniform Traffic 74 SD 74 Sierra Delta taking off runway 5 west departure.
Actually gonna change my knobs again because it's a different feeling of it. There we go. And there. That's it. Flaps configuration 1. I don't know how many degrees that is, so I just say flaps 1 and flaps full. Let's do a quick run up. B2. All right. Okay. Landing lights on and strobes are on. There we go. We got fuel, we got controls. Yes, we do. Switches and instruments. Flaps are set. Trim is set. Fuel pump. Where is the fuel pump? I forgot. Is this the one? No. This is the one. There we go. Fuel pump on. Lights on. Harness and condition levers are prop full and mixture is set. Takeoff clearance and checklist complete. Here we go. Here goes nothing. See how it goes. Yeah, thank you. Good luck, Ace. That was a good one because I kind of feel like that. Hi, how are you doing? Glad to have you on the stream. Yeah, we got a really windy today, as you can see, like 18 to 20 knots, gusting 26 to 31. So it's gonna be, but this is gonna be a good takeoff anyway, I'm sure. Oh boy. There we go. Gears coming up. Tapping them. The brakes. Flaps up. And we need some distance between us and the sea now, because when I'm gonna turn here, a few times I tried, the wind just, you know, got a grip of the plane and just dragged it away, and I was kind of losing a lot of altitude doing that. So I don't have instrument lighting. Darn it, hang on. No, that didn't help. I need to check that later. I kind of, yeah, this is it. I started forgetting things about this one. Oh boy. There, a little better, let's say. Right, we can start turning now. So, we are going to be pretty fast today because when I was checking last time, I had just above 100 knots in airspeed, while I was having over 140 knots in ground speed. So that makes sense with the winds. So we're going to be really fast. All right, fuel pump. There we go. Yeah, so I'm kind of nervous here. Landing lights off, taxi lights off. Yep. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna try to do my nightmare approach, nightmare landing, I would say. It might not be a big deal today because not the approach itself. So as I'm entering the threshold, I don't think I'm gonna have a downdraft because I'm gonna come in like pretty steep anyway, you know, to keep up the speed, and I think it's more safe. You can have microbursts and sudden, you know, lift loss, downdrafts, whatever, and so that's why I don't want to come in shallow anymore, like not even normal. I'm gonna come in pretty high, and then I'm gonna dive the rest of the way. Even if I come in a little bit too fast, it's gonna be safer. There we go, altimeter set. So we got almost 2,500 feet. We're gonna call up Molokai Tower 125700. And we're gonna request a touch and go.
Molokai Tower 74 SD 74 Sierra Delta is 4 miles northeast, 2,400 feet with Gulf touch and go.
74 SD 74.
Yeah, runway 5 as usual.
Molokai Tower. Altimeter tree 0.11, wind 0 tree 0 at 18. Enter left traffic runway 5.
Why is it? No! Oh, it's on the other side. Sorry. 1-1. Yeah, it is 1-1.
Fly left traffic runway 574 SD 74 Sierra Delta.
All right. So this was a little close. It was basically just to, you know, I was kind of bummed over that I finished my last stream with the V-tail with the crash on this one, so that's why I basically felt like I want to do it again. Although it's the
Cleared for touch and go runway 574
conditions are,
SD 74 Sierra Delta.
I would say, worse in a way, but better in another way, because we're gonna have plenty of upwind or headwind, so we might not lose lift, but we still can get microbursts and such. So I suffered that off stream when I tried this one over and where we started from. Then I did a good one after that, so I'm gonna try to do the same here. I'm not gonna go down that low this time, and I'm gonna have plenty of speed as well, and I might just land with flaps 1 configuration. We'll see how it feels. I tried both of that, so 3 times I actually landed. No, 3 times. I flew 3 times, I crashed once and landed the other 2. One with configuration 1 and one with full flap configuration. Yeah, I gotcha. Alright, going to flaps 1. We're gonna be high on the puppy on purpose. Yeah, so I really dread this one. After the trees you get a real like downdraft, and with this one it was so unbalanced. It was really just pushing down the right wing and the other one obviously came up, so I was just tumbling down to the ground. We are too slow now. I want to be 110 on the approach here. It's really fluctuating like crazy. I'm definitely not gonna go full flaps just yet. It's gonna be more uneven. Oh crap, a Lolio. I don't know what that was, never mind that. Whoa. Come on, come on, come on, full flaps. You can do it. Oh boy. How about a touch, at least? I don't want to just do a go. A touch and go. Just don't want to slam her down. Right, here we go. Flaps 1. Full power. Oh boy. Oh, right. Gears coming up. Turning slightly to the left into the wind here. Tapping the brakes. I'm gonna keep my flap configuration until we clear these trees. Oh no, don't do that. So this is what I think this airplane is kind of known for. Might be, because I was actually retracting the flaps the whole way. Sorry for that. That's why I didn't want to take off at once. Okay. Anyway, so if you just lose, if you stall a wing, I don't know if that's what you called it, but if you lose lift, the one wing, you would just tip over and it's almost irrecoverable. You need so much space, so much altitude for recovering. I tried that a couple of times. It took me forever to recover. Maybe I'm not so good at it, but I've seen others try it as well, and I think they might have been simulated this one really good, since it's the Widowmaker or Doctor Killer as they call it. So Yeah. So maybe these conditions are not what I would take this one flying in real life. So far it's kind of enjoyable until it's not. Right, we're gonna try to use our autopilot in a bit.
74 SD74 Sierra Delta Wind 030 at 18.
What?
Clear touch and go left
Oh,
traffic
okay.
runway
I
5.
think I'm gonna do it again.
Cleared for touch and
Yeah,
go
I'm
runway
gonna cancel.
574 SD 74 Sierra Delta.
Cancel landing
Molokai
intentions.
Tower 74 SD 74 Sierra Delta, cancel landing intention.
74 SD74 Sierra Delta, your cancellation is received.
All right, so I'm gonna put autopilot on, and actually not heading, but nav. See if it works. And vertical speed, let's say 700 up to 4,000 feet. So see if it actually lines up. Oh, I'm so used to the GPS is in the roof on the C-160. I've been flying that a little bit too much. Yeah, it works. Actually turning. This one, I missed this one. I really hope they can make it to work on the C-160. It's very convenient and very comfortable to have this function and just relax a bit if you want that. Not OBS. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, what did you do? Ah, one button, one click of a button and the whole freaking ah, God. Really? Okay, no. It's just continuing from somewhere in the middle. I don't know what that is about, but it's fine. It's probably gonna nail that one anyway, hopefully. If not, then we're gonna have to do the heading for a bit. I don't know what happened when I hit OBS, and it would probably set for the next. Oh, maybe I know. Hang on. Maybe I can do this. My bad. It was flight plan. And let's do a direct to here. Enter active. There we go. Now we should be turning though. Nav. Nav. Yeah, there we go. It got deactivated. Okay, we are on course again. And currently we have, let's see, what do we have? ...180 knots at ground speed. That is crazy. 183, 184, 185. Wow. 186, 187. Oh my God. This is crazy. 190. And you know, our airspeed is like just below 140. I don't know if it's true airspeed, but oh my God, we just keep accelerating. Yeah, we're gonna be there in a jiffy. It's not gonna take long to get to Oahu. I'm still struggling with pronunciation. I don't know. Oahu. 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 You're crazy, man. Why do they disappear? So they are here now, but then you go further out, they just disappear. It's okay. I just wonder why? Oh, come on. We can do 200, right? Let's push it a little bit. 200 ground speed, 200. Come on, fast. You can do it. 200, yay. All right, we're gonna ease up with the throttle a bit. Okay, yeah, we got the right tank currently, so we need to keep an eye on that. We don't want to have too much imbalance. We started off with a little imbalance because I'm sitting on the left side, obviously, so we got, I think, 50 kilos on our right seat, and we got, actually, we don't, no, not on our right seat. We got 50 kilos on our right rear seat, and then we got 100 kilos in the back, and then that's 200 kilos. Kilos? No, but rather pounds, sorry. Pounds. Yeah. Yeah, so this went very fast. We're gonna go down below 2,500 before we reach the next waypoint, which is in 9.7 miles. So we might as well start to descend. I'm actually going down to 2,000 feet. We are going to descend with 500 feet per minute. I think that's good enough. Just ease it down, ease it down. This plane is so quiet if you compare it with the C-160. It's like a sewing machine. It's a really nice sound though. I love this airplane. I knew about it before, but I never really got to it. Like, started appreciating it pretty late. I kind of like oddball planes like that. That's probably why I knew about it. But like some of you might know, I'm a big fan of the Goose, G21 Goose, and the GR6B Goose, as well as the Widgeon, of course. What's that, G44, I think? Anyway, it's a smaller version of the Goose, anyway. Yeah, those are my big favorites. Of course, I like to fly the Kit Fox a lot. I used to love the Cub more, but I actually I like the seat configuration better in the Kit Fox, since you're sitting beside of each other, so not behind like that. Some people love that, I guess. That's fine. Of course it's fine. Otherwise, these low-wing planes, I usually like the twin engines. I don't know why, maybe it's because of the performance. However, Bonanza is an exception because it's a very high-performing airplane just with single engine, so you gotta love it. And the shape of it, it's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful aircraft. Beautiful details and lines. And with this V-tail, kind of finishes it off in such a different way that what's not to like, really. I love that antenna on the roof too, the boomerang, kind of. We're gonna be careful here with our altitude. I have no clue how far into land we're gonna go. Hang on, we might fly manually here. Just gonna check it. We are reaching 2,500 now. I think we might better stay 2,500. There we go. it's probably gonna start turning pretty soon here. Then we're gonna go further down, of course. So we're gonna go down to 1,000. No, I'm gonna go down to 1,000 feet. There we go. Not just yet, though. Slow down a bit too. Just a tad. We're gonna be drifting towards the city now anyway. Alright, so 800 feet per minute descent. See if it can take us on a tour here, the plane itself. I'm actually want to go down to 500, so I think I'm gonna do that. You can see more of the city from that angle. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Keep descending. Oh, it didn't. All right, let's do it again. Let's do a little faster now. 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. So this is very convenient how it follows the line. Well, now we're gonna start turning right. I love this. I mean, we could be flying, and we're gonna do that as well. I just, I kind of miss this feature of flying the C-160. Hey Nils, how are you doing? Glad to have you. Yes, Bonanza is great. All right, it seems like we are going to stay on a higher altitude here. Let's say 2,200, yeah. I didn't realize it would cut off this much from this peninsula. But yeah. Right. I might have, it was on my, during my flight planning, I actually did round this hole, then I changed my mind at some point. That's never good, and that was left in my brain that we're gonna go the coastline the entire way, but I didn't want to interfere with the airspace too much. Not the, what was it? Charlie? Bravo. No, the Bravo, I think. Bravo airspace around the Honolulu airport. So we got a little slight issue here. Hang on. Still flying the autopilot. Maybe I should stop. Yeah. I might actually. There we go. Fly this one manually. Whoa, man. I don't know if it's better to leave this for the autopilot or me, actually. I'm not sure. It is violent. The winds are violent. I'm gonna let my lights here so it's easy to spot me. I don't know if it's the way you're supposed to do. Might be mistaking you for a landing plane. I don't know if it's allowed to have your landing lights on. If you're not gonna land, I mean. There's the airport. I always forget the name of this crater right here, but it's so cool. We need to turn here, or else we're gonna enter Bravo. Oh, please don't. Oh man. I actually realized I don't think I have downloaded Hawaii or Honolulu at least. I might have, but I don't think I have done that. Like in the manual cache, you could say. That's what it is. All right. I'm not gonna go down too low this time. It is kind of scary. Very violent with the winds. Now we're drifting to the left. You can almost see how we're moving. This is crazy. We're really drifting off here. Yeah, we need to turn a lot more. Oh boy. And I need to be more careful with my turns. That is obvious. I was way too violent and instant. Such a pretty airplane. Such a pretty airplane. Such a small airplane. Help! Help! That's a good shot. Oh boy. Poor little bird. Yeah, Punchbowl Crater, thank you. Thank you, Wolfgang, you're the best. It's been my personal guide all these years. I love it. Maybe you want to check out the airbase in front of me on the peninsula, just ahead of us. It's not this one to our left, because there's another one to the left and other one further behind us, but this one ahead of us on the other side of the island. We will stay away from that as well. Yep, we are almost on our way into the airspace, and we're not gonna drift into these mountains either. I think we better not. But see how we're drifting? We're actually moving this way where I'm looking. It's crazy. Look at that. Man. So violent. So intense. We need to go down as well. Stay below 2,500 feet. We are 3,500 now. Obviously, we need to cross this ridge, but other than that. There we go. Yeah, so there's an airbase out there on that island, or peninsula actually. Yeah, Marine Corps Air Station. Kenahui Bay, thank you. That's the one. See? I need a co-pilot or a guide. It's way more interesting like that and way more fun. Because otherwise I would gonna have to do like 1 hour research before every flight, and it's gonna just, I already planning my flights and already considering everything. It just takes so much time to start a stream like that. In my opinion, that is. I just want to get up and flying, but I want to share it with you guys, so that's why I'm preparing a bit. But then I would have to prepare also with information and have it that all written down and pinned down, and so I could have done it. So if that was possible, I mean, I can do it like this. There's an idea. I mean, I can put up my own waypoints. Like here, I did for Bravo airspace and put B 4,000 feet there, just so I would know that's below 4,000 feet there, and then I named a few here myself because I didn't have any points, so I just named them. But they are not transferring to the simulator, so now we're gonna fly it a little manually here around this edge. Alright, gonna remove this map now. Gonna admire these mountains, really, really pretty. Yeah, we could do that. That would be awesome. Next stream, you know, like stream like this. Maybe not C160 streams, but streams when I do a little sightseeing. That would be awesome. We should definitely do that. Absolutely. Good idea. Look at this. Crazy. So beautiful. I love how this aircraft is not entirely painted. So it's polished up and shiny. I love the green too. It's so discreet and beautiful. Kind of classic. It makes me think of an old Jaguar or something from the 60s. Dark green. Or British green. English green. British race green. British. Water. So we're gonna go down low now and check out the environment. Not too low though. I don't want to have downdrafts, but it might be easier above the sea than above, you know, areas like this with trees and stuff that makes turbulence. (186, 185 ground speed, 160 airspeed, up and down ish. Oh, good lord. I want to open this one. Why can't I do that right now? That's interesting. You're supposed to be able to open this one, right? Not anymore. Not up in the air. I'm starting to think that it's actually a Sobo code, because there have been plenty of third-party planes that you can open the window while you're on the ground, but as you start to roll, if you forget to close it, it's going to close itself. Then you're not being able to open it. That was not the case before, as I know it. And I think you can open it on the Kitfox still, but it really like flutters or you know, like wobbles. No, how you say it? It's oh wow. Should have it closed. That was my point. Look at that. Beautiful. Trying to fly straight, but don't expect too much. Alright, we are getting closer to the northern part of Oahu. Look at that. It's so pretty. So nice. So neat. So tidy. Really nice. Really want to go here someday. Visit these islands for real. I think I landed on this point sometimes. I did it with a bush plane. Must have been. No, it was not here. It was actually not even on Hawaii. Just looked like it was on Jamaica. But that sandbar, sand and the beach there looks kind of nice to land on. Not with this one though. It's not gonna work. Yeah, bouncy, bouncy, right. It was bouncy. So I think Dillingham is our next airstrip, airfield. Give it a little more power here. Yeah, I don't want to get down too low. I kind of learned my lesson today. Although that was way slower, but still. If this one just, you know, dips a wing, pretty like over a certain point, then it's that. It's nothing more. It's gonna just tumble down. You don't want this one to tip wings. Or dip wings. Tip the wing dip. Dip the thing whip. The wing tip. There you go. Look at the reflections and the side window there from the gauges. That's so cool. Really top notch. Gonna have a picture. There we go. Gesundheit. Oh boy. Look at those. They're turning like crazy. Very good electricity now. Must have really good generating electricity right now. Really efficient. You betcha. You betcha. So there's an airbase just over this hill ahead of us, just on the other side. It's kind of in the middle of the island, you can say, or further to the left on the island if you look at the map, but it's still in the middle. You can check that one up, tail chase, if you feel like it. We're not gonna watch it we're not gonna fly over it anyway. But look at them go. Like that's serious speed. They're turning in serious speeds. It's a lot of winds. A lot of wind today. And that must be solar cells, right? Solar power. So both solar and wind. Very nice, very nice. The island of Oahu. It feels like I'm sometimes nailing the pronunciation, and then the next time I'm just forgetting about it, and it's gonna be wrong anyway. Oahu, 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 Oahu. And there's an English pronunciation and their own pronunciation, like Hawaii or something like that. Now I'm like Hawaii, Hawaii. The locals, they just face palming when they hear someone say Hawaii. I'm just kidding. Probably not used to that, but if they would hear me, they would probably face palm or just smile, and you would know exactly what it means. This is so beautiful. Wow. Love the lighting. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, I'm awake now. I'm focused. Alright, going left traffic. I spotted the airfield now, so Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was scary. Nearest airport list. Dillingham. 1, 2, 3. runway number 8. Full stop. Position.
Papa Hotel Delta Hotel traffic.
We're
74
downwind.
ST,
Darn
74
it.
Sierra Delta, 3 miles east, 1,400 feet inbound to land runway 8.
Right.
Papa Hotel Delta Hotel traffic 74 ST, 74 Sierra Delta is on downwind runway 8.
Alright, we got brakes. We got lights on still. Our landing speed's gonna be probably around the 110 approach, 120 to 110. Fuel pump is on. Prop is full. And yeah. Better have some space here with our approach.
Papa Hotel Delta Hotel traffic 74 ST, 74 Sierra Delta is on final runway 8 to land.
Gears coming down. I got flaps 1 right now. Gonna keep it that for a while. I used to play around with the Tomcat here a lot. It's quite a long, I don't know if it's called threshold, but the first part of the runway is not really considered as the runway. So we're gonna go land further on. That's how it's painted up anyways. The markings, they are further on, the numbers are further on. Bouncy, bouncy lady. Bouncy, bouncy lady. We got 3 green. Landing lights on. Flaps are position 1. Speed is good. 110. Right, full flaps. Brake a little, flare a little. There we go. Bouncy, bouncy lady. We got some lift there, so might have been doing better with just flaps 1 landing actually, and go a little faster, but it's okay. We're down. Fuel pump off. Flaps are up. We're gonna taxi and probably take off at once. We'll see. We're gonna check this place out. Now I should be able to open, yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave this one open on during the takeoff, see it closes by itself.
Papa Hotel Delta Hotel traffic 74 ST, 74 Sierra Delta is clear of the runway.
Landing lights off, strobe lights off. I can't even go straight on the taxiway. It's crazy. It's even harder from outside. So I was flying over Waiahole Forest. Yeah. Waiahole Forest Reserve. That's correct. I think I saw something on my map before. Why is it a hole in the forest reserve? Why a hole in the forest? Why a hole? This plane feels so, I don't know, like a little bit of freedom. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels so sophisticated, so worked through, and it just feels good flying it, even if it's not entirely stable in some conditions. But what small plane is stable in these conditions? Ooh. I'm gonna have to check this one out. What is hiding underneath there? Looks like a jet. No, it's not a jet. It's actually a twin engine, something that I don't know. It's my bad. I'm kind of not that into really new airplanes. So I just forgetting their names. Cirrus? I don't know. I don't know which one this is. Crazy color scheme. Nah. I mean, they're probably awesome, like flying them and so on, but look at these ultralights. Oh boy, not in this weather. You would find yourself overseas in seconds. Crazy. If you're in luck. What do we have here? We have a lot of stuff. So buying these airships, if you're flying in Hawaii a lot, I can really recommend these. It's so high detailed and it's a lot more fun flying around here. I mean, it's beautiful, really beautiful flying around the islands of Hawaii, and you know, it just takes the edge off when you come and land and you just see these generic buildings and boxes, basically. So boring. But this is something else. Look at that. It kind of matches together, these two. If this were, if my plane were white, or his helicopter was polished. Yeah, I need to take that on someday as well. I want to learn how to fly that helicopter, or I can fly it, but I have a hard time landing and stabilize and know where I'm at. So I have a really hard time with that from the cockpit. It gives me grief. It's hard. Well, let's keep going. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do the... Well, that's good enough. Right there. We're gonna do the run up. There's one more thing I should do. I think it's something about the power for the amps, to see that it really charges the battery, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm just gonna do the regular stuff with the RPMs. But I'm gonna look into that as well. I mean, maybe it's just, you know, off with all the lights, on with all the lights. I think that's it, basically, and pitot heat and everything. See what happens. But so we get the amp meter there. You're gonna have to try that. Amp meter right there in the middle. See if it does change. Landing lights. So everything on here. And now I'm gonna turn everything off. Not the alternator though. Should do that and it would do that. That's the only thing that, no, it actually changes. I think it's higher now, right? We're gonna turn everything on. Now it's slightly lower, so it actually works. Then I have, you know, avionics and the other lights for the gauges lit as well. So it actually works, cool. Then we have tried everything, so flaps 15, okay. Flaps 15 and flaps full, that's what I'm gonna try to remember. Yaw damper, I like to keep that one on. I kinda like it. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, we're gonna leave this one open now, see if it actually closes automatically, because that's something in the code as usual. Alright, everything is on. One thing should not be on really. Propeller de-ice doesn't have to be on. Let's go. Just gonna announce runway 8, and we're gonna depart going east, west, sorry.
Papa Hotel Delta Hotel, traffic 74 SD 74 Sierra Delta, taking off runway 8 west departure.
All right, let's go. Oh, my nose stuffed. All right, here we go. See, it closed. Yeah. It's kind of sad. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah, you got crazy amount of lift. Crazy. Gears up. Tapping the brakes. Flaps up. Like, Jesus. It's just like a helicopter. Wow. Amazing, amazing view too. I love it. So I actually really like how the sea actually looks like the sea now because of the winds. They didn't really do the movements of the sea, so it can be totally flat, and I don't agree with that. Even if winds are, you know, there are no winds, it's still gonna, I don't know, for me the sea always moves. Wow. Yeah, we actually drifted off a bit from the lineup, the runway. This is actually useful to be flying like this in the simulator. You get a whole different idea. And you're just so small. Okay. So I'm gonna set 6,000 feet because that's our filed altitude ceiling, and I'm gonna hit nav. Nav is on, great, and vertical speed 800. So we're just gonna line up here, and then we're gonna mosey our way over to Kauai. There's observatory, right? Are you here, Chase, or did you leave? Because I kind of need the name of this observatory on the left, eastern shore, eastern point. Sorry, western point of Oahu. That's a wing, by the way. Yeah, or rivets. There's a fuel cap. There's the observatory. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. beautiful. Takes my breath away. And it's just a simulator. I can't even imagine how beautiful this place is in real life. Must be, whoa. Yeah, no, I can't. Overwhelmingly beautiful. Alright, fuel pump off. That was already off. My bad. I didn't do the takeoff checklist actually. So. Well done, my boy. We have another issue, and that is we're running out of fuel in the right tank, so that was just about time. I should have done it differently because I wanted to save a little more fuel there. So switch back and forth a little more often. I don't know why they don't have a cross feed for weight purposes maybe, but why can't you be feeding from both tanks? That's another thing. Like maybe just for you to have always, you know, be aware of your fuel. I don't know. There must be some reason why they would do it like this and don't have a both selector stage of both tanks feeding the engine. Well. All right. 190, 189 knots ground speed. We got 130 airspeed. Yeah, we're gonna be there in a jiffy. That's for sure. It's gonna go by very fast. Oh, this one was on. Okay. Okie dokie. These are on. Yeah, I turned everything on at one point. I remember just hitting L. I wonder which ones. Where can I find that one? Oh, there we go. That's better. Very nice. Yeah. Every time I kind of like a plane like this and feel that I'm connecting with it in a way, even if it's in a simulator, you kind of want to fly across the world with it. But it needs to be quite fast. So the Cessna 182 RG that I'm flying, that's on the edge of being a bit too slow, but it's faster than the regular Cessna, so it's actually for me considered fast. If you can reach 160 airspeed and probably higher ground speed, that's totally fine. This one is actually a little faster, not by much, but a little faster. 170. No, well, ish. It's marked yellow, but you can still do it. I don't know if it's considered overspeed, but maybe not very economical. I don't know. Maybe it's marked overspeed. I'd say red is overspeed, but it's up just a tad below 200. Yeah. I might do some trucking later today, hopefully. I don't know. It's not a promise. I'm just letting you know my thoughts. It's always about setting up, so it might be the Transall as well, so I don't know. I don't want to wear it out, the Transall, but I'm really enjoying it, so, and it seems like I got plenty of views too, so it might be interesting too. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. It's always, you know, gonna be bad streams and good streams. For one, I thought I would have crashed by now on this stream, but it didn't happen. It's all about how I would say how prepared you are for what to happen, like what's gonna come. that has a great deal of doing with it, so you're not getting surprised, because when you're getting surprised and you're starting to get stressed, then it's just a downward spiral. Basically, you're doing the wrong decisions one after one other wrong decision, and so it's kind of like that's when you need to stop and just keep flying and just, you know, go around a couple of times in the pattern or whatever, just to get a feel of it. And you know, but it's fine. I'm just referring to, was like 2 streams ago when I was aware, oh, at one point I was going to land on high altitude, like 8,500 feet, and when I came to that, I forgot, and I didn't check it either. So it was like the Swiss cheese model. One thing after another just led to very bad. Did I crash? I don't remember if I crashed or just did it where. No, I think I actually touched down on the grass right of the runway. I started to basically yaw and roll a bit and move, more drifting sideways basically, and I touched down on the grass. But I was already doing a go around, but you know, the Transall is kind of, it's a sluggish aircraft in that way, so it took a while until they spooled up. It took a while until anything happened, and I was like already touching down on the grass and then doing a go around. But I need to change my decisions to way sooner than when I, you know, executing the action way sooner, like 2 steps further or something like that before, because when I'm doing it, it's basically late. So I kind of need to improve that. And if it's not stable, it's not stable. Go around. Don't even get close to the ground. Like, no. But it's something in your head, like, oh, I can do it. Oh, I got it now. Oh, it's getting better now. You know. And the next second, they're like, no, it's not getting better. Oh my God. So yeah, it's better just to have that. Yeah, it's a simulator, but if you're gonna make habits out of it, if you fly it a lot and you want to fly for real, it's definitely gonna affect your ability in real life, because it's the same part of the brain that you're kind of practicing, or how do you say, like exercising that part of the brain to make certain decisions and certain, like you're relating to that. I think you know what I'm trying to say. The relatable things are gonna put in right place, and in moments your brain's gonna make the right decision if it's not good, and it's gonna be the safe decision. So yeah, but and then when I mess up, you know, I'm just, yeah, it's a simulator, it's no problem. You can't say that if you're flying for real. It's a simulator. But yeah, obviously you're going to be more connected to the plane. You're going to feel different forces in the works that you just don't feel in a simulator like this. Not sitting in a chair in your living room. So there's a lot more. Just like when I started to drive trucks in the simulator, I was doing it for real, and I kind of need to adapt to the fact that many of the factors were gone, and you kind of had to find new objects of stuff to relate to know what it's doing and how much it's leaning, how fast you're going, and so on and so on and so forth. So, oh, okay, I hear ya. You're gonna start in 10 minutes, right? And I'm almost at my last. They're gonna overlap a bit, but I'm gonna try to get over and watch your stream as well, Teachers. But I have still half an island to explore, and not explore really. I'm gonna show what I have left. Gonna show you guys what I have left. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I just don't get why it needs to read in this every time. I kind of want to find a setting, a hidden setting somewhere that just makes this active in the background. You know, I could do this, but I don't want it up here. I don't want it up here. I want a clean screen, clean monitor. So that's every time I just click it away. Maybe I can move it. No, I can't move it out of the game. Maybe I can, but I'm not gonna do that now. All right. So this is what I got left. We're almost at Kauai, and first we're gonna just go by the southern shore a bit. Then we're gonna sharp turn up to Lihu Airport and Lihu City or town. I think it's a city, a small city. And then we're gonna go up on the east shore, along the east shore, and gonna end on the northern side of the island, Princeville. Hanalei, Hanalei, Hanalei. Kilauea, Kilauea, Kilauea. I love these. Anahola. Anahola. Kappa. 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 Lihu. 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 Mr. Lee. Right. Hana Pepe. Port Allen. Hana Pepe. I love these names. Then we have another one. I think it's a bird sanctuary or some kind. It seems like a natural reservation or something because, I mean, this island is pretty cool. I've been flying around it with the goose in a former stream when I was visiting all the islands, and I was, you know, doing water landings with that beautiful seaplane and these bays, and also get up on land a few times. So you can check out those streams if you're interested. But I was struggling a lot in the early streams with the goose. I was struggling with the water landings. I never had those issues before, so I'm pretty sure it had to do with the plane, but I don't know what's real because I never flew it in real life, obviously. We're gonna go down to 2,500 in a bit. But it was floating like a hot air balloon, basically. So it was so hard to get it to sit on the surface of the water. And the way you could pull that off without bouncing was actually not the way it lands, because it lands up on the step, on the belly. Then it settles as it comes down in speed. But you always land on the step. And the way you had to do it, if you didn't want to bounce, you had to land it off step with the tail basically dragging in the water. That was like, it looks so crazy to me. They did an update, and I haven't checked it out yet. I have updated the aircraft, the JR6B Goose, so I kind of want to check it out and see if they made any improvements of that. I hope. And also that the sound, because when you open the windows after one update there, I think it was actually not their update, it was a flight simulator update, the sound difference disappeared, so it was always like it was inside of the Goose, and when you opened the window there was no difference at all. And that effect I also missed a lot, so I hope that they made improvements. All right, we are descending now with, let's say, 1,000 feet per minute, and we are closing in on the island of Kauai. In Micronesia, where's that? Never heard of it. I probably flown there, but I never heard of it. Is that like an island group, like a resort of some kind, or what is it? I mean, the Goose, it it really can perform well in most places. It's an excellent aircraft for water landings, and it obviously can take off and land on runways as well. But the fact that it can crawl up from the water, basically, just extending the gears on the water and then just, uh, roll up on a random beach or whatever shoreline, that's so impressive. I love that with the Goose. That one makes it one heck of an aircraft. And as odd as it looks, I think it's really beautiful. Like it's a flying canoe, but it is so beautiful airplane. Really vintage, really old, really cool. And I grew up with it. I grew up not around the aircraft, sadly, but I was checking the TV show Tales of the Gold Monkey, so I was amazed as a little kid with that plane, and it looked so cool. I loved the takeoffs. I loved the landings. I loved watching it taxi in the water, like coming to rest after landing. That was so freaking cool, and I still think that. So it never went away. That passion for the Goose. I want to know. What? Hang on. Yeah, I forgot the landing lights. Oh boy. Stop doing the checklists. Alright, yeah, we are actually descending to 1,500. I think we can do that. Then we're gonna fly probably manually some part of it. Look at this. This is weather. This is what I like to fly in. This keeps me excited and it feels real. This is what I like in the simulator, at least. You know, you should be careful what you wish for, so I'm just saying I would probably be not as amused if it was real life. Like more scared maybe, I don't know. Or tense or focused at least. Not as relaxed for sure. Right, we should start turning soon. Hopefully 1500 will do well. We're not gonna go over the highest part, I'm sure, but we're probably gonna go over the lower ridges there to the left. And we have Lihu Airport right there, right down there. 2 runways. Last time I was on that airport was with a 737 PMDG, doing a horrible approach. I was too low, and I was too high, then I was too low, or whatever, you know, I was too low for starters, actually. Then I waited for too long, so I ended up being too high, and then, you know, all the puppies were white when I came in. Well, I did put her down, but I used up all the runway. That was kind of a bad one, but not horrible. The landing was not horrible, but the approach was very bad. Terrible, horrible, terrible, terrible. Horrible if it's horror. I'm trying to learn that, the difference. Still having issues with that. Can I open the door? Wow. But you can't open this. Wow. Microsoft in a nutshell. You can open the big door, but you can open this little hatch. So funny. Micronesia. I have to check that one up. I'm gonna see what it does when it's gonna turn, so I'm actually gonna pick up some altitude here. Back to 2,500. Because we're gonna go over that ridge to the right. Into the valley on the other side. It might be actually that we're going over the low part. We'll see. Or it could be beyond that, and that would be even worse. But if nothing else, I'm gonna turn myself manually. Look at this. Pretty, pretty, pretty. It's turning! Alright, our altitude is safe now, so we are at 2,500. Yeah, let's get down to 1,000 in a bit. Not just yet, but soon. Very soon. And even 500 maybe. We'll see how it looks. Don't know if we get any information from Navigraph. About, I mean, you can, but not this low, I don't think. But are these actual heights? Like 1,400, 1,000? I don't know. Yeah, man, that's maybe what you need to be. So 1,000. This 500 is going to be too low. Let's try. No. There we go. Turn my lights on. I'm just thinking, gonna be as visible as possible, right? Can't be wrong to turn off your landing lights even if you're not gonna land. However, we're gonna be inside of the airspace, so I think we're gonna have to ask them for, yeah, DUG. There we go. Tower. There we go.
Leahy Tower 74 SD74 Sierra Delta is type Beechcraft Bonanza, 2 miles south of Hotel India 4, 1,900 feet. Requesting transition.
74 SD74 Sierra Delta transition approved. Report clear of Leahy Tower airspace.
I'm actually under the airspace, but I think you need to report anyway. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Will report clear 74 SD74 Sierra Delta.
Maybe you should not. That's the stuff I need to learn. Alright, 1,000 is going to be well enough. I see that now. It's going to be really low. Look at the reflection in the fuselage. So freaking cool. That was a good shot. Look at this. Such a cool plane. Love the V-tail. Yeah, so you guys watching my stream, feel free to pop over to Wolfgang Tail Chase when I'm done, when you feel like doing so. He's starting a stream as we speak, so he's a little earlier than me in his flight career. But we all still learning, that's for sure. Like I said, we all still learning. It's kind of close. I'm gonna go with it anyway. Still on nav. Doing great. Was a really nice flight so far. So we are not that fast right now. We actually have, let's see. So yeah, 146 in ground speed and 155, 153-ish in airspeed. So we just switched over to headwind components, mostly crosswind right now though. So yeah, let's see if we can get a weather report from somewhere in the vicinity. I think we can. Not a weather report, sorry. Well, it's a weather report, but I think we are clear now. Yeah.
Leahy Tower 74
Just went out from the airspace.
Sierra Delta is clear of the Leahy Tower airspace.
74 SD74 Sierra Delta Leahy Tower frequency change approved.
And let's see if we can get their ATIS 127200. 27200.
Leahy Airport information. Quebec 1800 Zulu. Wind 051 at 20. Visibility 9er.
051.
Sky condition 2,700 feet. Scattered ceiling 5,000 feet broken. Temperature 27. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.17. ILS runway tree 5.
Alright, we're gonna see if we can tune in our tower. Where are we going? That would be Prince. Oh boy, it just switched on me. Princeville, there we go. 122900. And runway for landing. Seven.
Hotel India 0 Tree, traffic 74 SD 74 Sierra Delta, 7 miles northeast, 1,000 feet inbound to land runway 7.
We're gonna get some altitude right now. Gonna go up to 2,000 feet. 700 feet per minute. We're also gonna turn here, so I don't want to turn into the mountains. Gonna have some clearance. And the nav is taking care of that. Well, we don't have VNav, so we need to do that ourselves. There we go. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna set up the OBS. Oh boy. There we go. That's better. 500 feet per minute. So I went up to 1900 feet per minute climb just for a moment. All right, we're gonna check the. All right, final is number 2. We're gonna check the exact heading of the runway in Princeville. And there we go. Runways. General? No. Elevation 344 feet, 344 and 3,500 feet long. And I don't get any information about the runways. Can I have some charts? Nothing. That is not so nice. Let's see if the map says anything at all. 34435. What is that? Doesn't help. Alright, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna set up course 070 and then I'm gonna land, manually anyway. We're gonna go left traffic because that's further away from the mountains. Now we are turning towards the airport, so we're gonna go over to heading and abort it. Heading. There we go. Abort the turn basically. And we're gonna have to go further out over sea. Just a tad. And we're gonna set OBS. What? There we go. But that's not the right OBS. That's the wrong OBS, isn't it? Maybe not. What? So now I'm confused again. Oh yeah, I picked the wrong runway. So I guess 344 then. Right. My bad. But that doesn't make sense. Oh crap. Select runway for landing. 25. No. It's gonna be 07. I was right. But why did the OBS... OBS is weird. It's being weird. Maybe it's like more 080 or something. Now it's working. Maybe because I wasn't past the point yet. That might have been it. We're gonna turn towards the line here. I'm just trying to practice OBS approach. So I'm gonna go over to nav in a bit. I'm gonna slow down as well, and we are also going to get down to 1,000 feet. Trying to manage the autopilot here. Alright, putting on nav right now. There we go. Should start turning, but it doesn't. One more time. No. Heading? No. Okie dokie. How was that? Turn myself now. I have to do it all by myself. It's fine. I just wanted to try it, but it didn't really take any note about doing so. I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna line up more towards the line and see if it actually turns. That's what I'm curious about. So set the... my bad. Heading. There we go. Heading. On. And... oh crap. It keeps turning right. Alright. Good. Heading off and nav on. See if it does. It should be doing that. So what was the next step? It was 1,000 feet and it stopped. So vertical speed. There we go. I think 1000 is too. 1500 as well, good enough. Alright, so it's turning, so it's working, but I need to basically line up at least 90 degrees, that's my guess, to the OBS line, so it would have easier to line up with the runway. So this is the first time I'm doing this with this aircraft, and first time in a long time I'm doing this. Last time, I think it was 1 year ago, I tried it out with the Kodiak 100. It seems to be totally wrong. It actually seems to be, yeah, more like this, see? So it's lining up again. Might be go around, but I think it's here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I'm definitely not gonna do an approach out of this. We're gonna take one more turn. Okay. But at least I know it's working, so I'm gonna flying manually now. My controls, and take one more turn, and then I'm gonna announce final. So we got brakes. Yaws on. It's gonna be on. I'll leave it on. VREF is 120, 110. 110. Lights are on. Fuel pump on. We're going left if we're going around, just like we're doing now. Prop is full. And gonna drop the gears. There we go. Coming down in speed. Yeah, that was quite a lot of drag. Dropping the wheels. Quite a lot. Okay. So the OBS is comme ci comme ça, not that really accurate, but we will get the heading as we land it. Let's see if I can remember it to check it. Alright, flaps 1. And this is actually how I want to approach in this weather, so it's fine. Oh boy, it starts now. Yeah, so no full flaps, just flaps 15. We'll do good. It's gonna be enough. Got some power lines just underneath us. Further down. Oh boy, this is... go around. Gears coming up. Flaps up. Yeah, we need more altitude actually. This is tremendous lot of winds. It's a lot to deal with, and we don't have much airspeed either, so at least what we can get is some altitude here, and we're gonna start turning really slow. Better do that. I don't know why we're this slow actually. I think we're gonna come in a little more shallow this time, not by a lot, but a little more, not dive like that. And I might lose all the flaps as I'm gonna touch down, so I'm losing more lift because it just created a lot of lift when I was during the ground effect. Setting the mixture, that's better. Right, I'm so fast, oh boy. Here's coming down. I'm just too darn fast. We're gonna bleed off that speed, no doubt, but the approach was not that good. Watching the power lines or telephone lines, I don't know. Why I don't want to hit them anyway. Right, and yeah, well, flaps coming up. No flaps. Crazy amount of lift. Still, wow. Going around. Jesus. That's crazy. It didn't want to land really. I know I want to keep flying now. Gears up. Oh no, don't do that. When it does that, it's like I know what it's about to do. See, we are almost still, like, this is crazy. Look at this. Right. Flaps coming up. Gonna try one more time. Jesus. Yeah, but good way of practicing. Not, you know, I was so close to break my own deal about, you know, trying to make it the safe way. And don't push it. You don't have to land. As long as you got fuel, you don't have to land. And we still got plenty of fuel for a couple of go-rounds. But yeah, you can be so into landing that you just forget about the risks and just, oh, I just want to put it down. And it's gonna be that bad feeling. Even if you land, it's gonna be a bad feeling. Even if you make it, it's gonna be a bad feeling. For me anyways. Alright, I'm gonna make the approach a little bit longer now. And I'm gonna be more focused on actually lining up. And my speed, of course. But we need the speed in this turn, that's for sure. Last thing we want is a sudden drop of speed and lift, and that would be it. It's so beautiful, look at that. It's just like, oh crap. But this is quite nice. Ah, oh boy. I did it again. I'm ADHD, I guess. I don't know, something. It was coming down. I'm gonna be more focused now. You hear, guys? I'm gonna be more focused. So what else can I do to let it just drop? I don't think I can do anything more than actually pitching up. I don't want to do a tail strike though. And this one, yeah, it's easy to tail strike this one. It really wants to. The gears are so forward on the fuselage. Oh boy. That's not gonna feel good at all. I don't know what it is with this airstrip, but I'm messing up. Oh crap. Here we go. That feeling. So funny. It's just like someone would do this to me on purpose, just because I said it. I'm not gonna leave it like this. Not in a million years. I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna do a proper landing. I'm going to do a proper landing. My ego is going crazy right now. He's like, ah! Just gonna backtrack and take off. And I'm not gonna look at the views. I'm not gonna look at the sceneries. I'm not gonna talk. You hear? I'm gonna focus. And I'm gonna put her down easy. And in time. But it's really hard. I don't know. It's a slope. That's for sure. And really making this way harder than I thought. So yeah, I'm gonna try to pitch. I guess that's what my only thing I can do. I'm gonna pitch more and let it bleed off more speed, and hopefully I'm not striking the tail. But as you can see it, like it has a crazy long tail from the main gears and back. Yeah. Flaps 1. That's enough of trim. Let's do this. Let's do it. Full prop, full everything. I didn't announce final either, so I don't... Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, boy. We are airborne. This is a lot to take in. Gears coming up. Gosh, look at that windsock. It's like, whoa! Flaps coming up. And we are getting so crazy amount of lift. It's not... It really makes sense that I would not be able to land because I have so much lift coming under the wings. Like, so... Speed is so fast. So it makes a lot of sense that, well, it's, I don't really want to slow down too much either, because this tends to be so unstable, and when it's gusting it's even worse. Yeah, that was by far my ugliest landing in a very long time. That's why I should have gone around, but okay. It's like my ego still goes crazy. One more try. Shut up, David, and focus. Don't look at that. Don't look at the beautiful scenery and shut up. Okay. Just look at your gauges. Coming down, flaps 15, speed is coming down, giving more throttle, more throttle. This is 110. It feels like I have very low authority over the plane. I have some. Maybe it feels worse than it is, but Right, full flaps. And no flaps. Come on, come on, come on, Forrest, you can do it. It's not a beautiful one, but I get crazy amount of lift. Oh, it's behaving so weird. So weird, oh boy. Yeah, so it was a good call to actually extend the flaps just before touchdown so I could, you know, get down in speed even further. That's the only air brake I've got. And then just lose all the flaps altogether to lose all lift, the most amount of lift possible, at least. Oh, that was lights off. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that was okay, actually. It was not beautiful, but it was... I don't think I would get it better than that, really. Maybe if I knew exactly what I was doing, but during the circumstances, I don't think so. Little bouncy, yeah, but not like the first one. That was, and I was on the last one. I was like, all right, we're going for a go round, and for whatever reason, I changed my mind again. So I was going bounce and then full throttle, and then I was coming down again, and for whatever reason, I was just pulling the throttle back to nothing again. What? That's what I'm talking about. It's so crazy when your brain just decides that. No, I'm gonna land now. Yeah, but it's totally unsafe. You would just land for the last time. Nope, doesn't matter. I'm gonna land. Anyway. I'm not sure about these, but I'm thinking should be standing on these squares, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. Then you have to walk along those lines, nowhere else. Actually gonna put the plane more into the wind, I think. So I'm gonna be like this. There we go. Wow. Alright, that was interesting. At least I didn't crash, but I think I damaged my wing going through bushes on the right side. And if those bushes, that would probably just grab the wing and, you know, you would just twirl around anyway. And an aircraft is so light. Depending on the bushes though, but I might have been crashing, I don't know. Nobody knows. Not even the game. Nobody knows my sorrow. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful flight and my crazy landing. It was a pleasure. And see you on the next one. Take care, bye.